All right, so good morning, everybody. Today's Wednesday, December 1st. Holy moly. Not very many days left in the month and in the year. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? I saw a bunch of you yesterday, but I didn't really get a chance to ask. Anybody have a fun weekend?
With Ron's mom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I traveled a lot all over the time, all over town and to Lakewood and to Glendora and had my kids, and it was a lot of fun.
I got a weird story.
Yeah.
So we went to my sister-in-law's and she's basting the turkey. She said it looked kind of lopsided, but not a big deal. Takes it out, goes to cut it, half is missing.
What?
It was like the skin was over it and there was like some little pieces, but there was no meat. It was like they put it together.
It was like
puzzle.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where it goes.
My brother-in-law's cutting it and there's nothing there.
Where did she get it?
It's a Genio.
From the market or?
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, we were scared to eat it. I took home leftovers to be nice and ended up throwing them. I was like, I don't trust this weird turkey. The breast, there was no other breast.
Well, my Thanksgiving mishap was I made, those Bridgeford rolls, and I was gonna say inflated them. I let them rise in the pan pretty much all day. So they were just like giant balloons. And I put butter on top of them before I put them in the oven, which deflated them. Then the butter melted into my oven and I filled my whole house with smoke.
Oh no. Did the fire alarm?
The fire alarms did not go off. So, I might need to check my alarms, but I don't have one if you guys know my house, I have a big great room with the kitchen. There's not one in there.
Oh.
So I'll probably be adding one now. All right, so anybody else have any fun mishaps? Nobody burned their house down?
Unfortunately not.
We were camping in Joshua Tree and it was bitterly cold. But when the wind wasn't blowing, it was beautiful.
Well, how cold was it?
We were wearing hoodies, jackets, and gloves. Didn't look at the temperature. We didn't have service.
It sounds so nice because, we're trying to get in the Christmas mood and it's like 90 degrees and going in the pools these days. All right, well, let's talk about birthdays because we have a lot of December birthdays. Alvin's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Alvin, if you're out there with Marilou. Brian's birthday is the 8th, Sue's the 9th, Veronica's also the 9th, Cecily's the 18th, Ryan is the 20th, Victoria's the 30th, and Donna's is the 31st. That's a fun New Year's celebration, Donna. All right, so oh crap, I messed something up. Okay, so let's talk about what's coming soon, new listings, buyers' wants and needs. Anybody have anything out there? I think Donna has a new listing.
All right, yes, my Blythe property went live today.
Let me share it, hold on. All right, hit it.
So it's 160 acres. It has a 2,200 square foot home with 3 bedrooms. It's an Adobe built home. We're estimating it was built about 1940. There's no permits because they didn't do permits, I guess, when it was built, but it's been updated some, through the years. It's big, open concept, has entertainment room. That might have been the garage at one point, is what they figure. So it also comes with 3 barns, separate barns in the back with 34 stalls and a large arena area. Beautiful back patio there.
Trying to go fast.
Yeah, that's
to get to the barns.
Okay. So, and then the gate is fully fenced around the property. So on this photo, okay, so on this photo,
right there,
on the right-hand side, that grass that looks kind of dead, that's Bermuda hay that's done growing for this year, and then they'll burn it off and then grow it next year. But that is about 80 acres that's broken down into 2 to 2.5 acre parcel subdivision that can be sold off individually. So, and it's separated, which is nice because you could, if you were an investor were to buy that and decide to move out those subdivisions, sell out those subdivisions, it's all separate from, fenced separately from the rest of the ranch. So these are the barns with plenty of trailer parking, of course. This barn here has an office on it. So you could use it for, you know, just office, or she used it for breeding horses. And so she did that. And then it has 12 irrigated pastures where you could have the horses out in the pastures. Full-size arena, fencing is negotiable on that one, but plenty of room, nice views. It's irrigated by the canal, so it has water rights, so you can irrigate the fields. And then the house is on a well, but their well is only 160 feet or 60 feet, 60 feet.
60 feet.
The water table's at 12 feet. So these are the canals on the back.
Amazing. That's so close. Like they should be
know.
underwater.
Well, the way they work, they have this concrete irrigation ditches that feed the fields. So they open the gates to the irrigation ditches to flood the fields when they're irrigating. So this is where the parcels would be if you wanted to do that. So right now she's growing the Bermuda, but the subdivision is all complete with the exception of the electric boxes down the road. She's done CC&Rs and everything. So if an investor bought this property, they could sell off those subdivisions right away if they wanted to.
But our recommendation is that someone buys it that's just like her, right?
Right, right. And so it's self-sustaining horse ranch. And here's one thing that I did find out when I did go, and then I'm starting to feel the pinch now, is we have no hay. She has stacks of hay out there and they're all sold. All these hay farmers out in Blythe and Brawley and everything have already sold all their hay. So this property becomes more valuable for horse ranchers because it's self-sustaining. They can grow their own hay and not have to worry about trying to find it. So that's my property there, and it's listed currently at 3.4 million. Owners willing to negotiate or accept reasonable offers. She wants out, so that's my listing there.
That's amazing.
Wow.
All right, let's sell it. Anybody else have a listing coming or listing they would like to pitch? Not there. Yep. How about a buyer want? Anybody working with a buyer right now? Okay. Let me turn this off real quick. How do I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, so let's talk about market stats. We haven't had a meeting and we had 2 weeks off of meetings. So the stats are pretty alarming because of 2 weeks off, but new listings in Temecula Valley, that's all 6 cities that we service out here, only 102 new listings in the last 7 days. That's down 61 from the last time I was taking notes. 207 went into pending in the last week. 2 weeks ago, we were doing 250 in a week. So, and solds, 164 solds in the last week. That's also down from 2 weeks ago where we were closing 237. So we can see it's the holiday season. Let's talk about what's total actives in the Temecula Valley is 625 total actives. That's not a lot for 6 cities. That's down 120. Temecula only, we have 130 listings only, and that's down 44. There's one listing that's like probate or something that's like at 453, but in reality, our listings are starting price at about $505,000 in Temecula. In Riverside County, all of the actives, single family residents coming soon and active, 2,600 listings, which is down almost 400 listings from 2 weeks ago. And price changes, we've had 52 price changes in the last 7 days. And that's in all of Temecula Valley. So definitely things are changing for the holidays. I mean, I know right now is not necessarily everybody's favorite time to put their home on the market, and it is still a seller's market, but even more so if someone really was like in a hurry to sell, now is the time, because if they were in Temecula, there's only 130 listings. And some of those have been on the market too long. Some of those are $1 million homes. And so they're going to take a little bit longer. So now is the time to go ahead and do those listings. So with that, I have an announcement to keep you guys busy during this holiday season. We're having a listing contest. I know you're so excited, so excited. So I'm going to share with you what it is. And this is listings, but there are points for doing work during this next 6 weeks. It's 6 weeks. It's going into January. So let me share my screen real quick. This one. Nope, that's not it. Okay. So this is the contest. So it goes from December to January 11th, and you're going to earn points for doing activities. Okay. So social media posts, and this is on your honor, except for the things that I can be tagged in or copied on. So social media posts, if you're doing any kind of marketing on social media, you get 1 point per post. Just tag me in it so I see it. Emailing your SOI. You can blind carbon copy me on stuff like that. Texting your SOI, you don't have to text me, but text your SOI. If they return your text, you get a point. If you drop off flyers, you get 1 point per person who calls or interacts with you. So it's not just drop them. It's like we need an interaction there. Door knocking, 5 points per conversation. Pop by to your SOI, or SOI is still considered your past clients, 5 points per conversation, 5 points per phone call conversation. If you do a listing presentation, you get 25 points. And if you take a listing, I am giving you cash, $50 per listing during these 6 weeks. Now the listing has to be dated, like you took it starting today through January 11th. So I'm sorry, Donna, I know your listing was taken last month and started today. So just go get another one. No big deal. No big deal. I know you could do it. All right, so we're going to be taking score. Weekly prizes will be hardbound listing books, the soft-sided listing books, and custom listing kits from our marketing department. What is that, you say? Because everybody forgets all the great things that we have. So this is a sample of what a listing kit looks like. And basically, the marketing department will take your text from the MLS, take photos that you want. They'll create your postcards. They'll create social media posts. They'll create flyers. They'll do it all for you. And so all you have to do is say, order, 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 done. Okay, so I'm giving one of those away every single week, plus the other things you get to decide. So those are the weekly prizes. Then the final prizes, in addition to the $50 per listing, $200 voucher from House of Magnets, which is now known as Markful, a 1-month web ad with AdWorks, and either a video book, which has the AdWorks on it, and now Apex and I think BuySide on it, 3 different videos on it. Or you can just use $55 in marketing dollars, whichever you want. So even if you don't take a listing and you're doing the activities to work towards a listing, you can win some of these prizes. So what is this? What do you guys say? Think you could do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I do. So
Sounds great. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you said that. So here's how it's going to go, because I know we're only having basically this meeting and next week's meeting, and then we're having our potluck, the 3rd. I'll still do video interaction with you guys on Wednesdays to update who won. But here's the thing, you have to turn in your activity sheet, and you have to turn it in on Tuesdays, so I could announce on Wednesday who was the top 3 of the points contest, okay? And then I'll put your prizes either on your desk or in your mailbox or whatever. So even if you take a listing, I need your prize, I need your contest sheet, because just because you take one, I'm not just gonna give you $50. I want you to play, Jill. She may not be on the call now, but she will watch it later. Okay, so it's up to you to earn all those prizes and earn all of those points. I think it will be a fun one. It'll keep you busy through the holiday, because it's a holiday, not a hollow week or a hollow month. I sound like Rick Barabee, but yes, it's very true. So let's have fun with this. So speaking of listings, I mean, it's not really a great segue, but I don't know if you guys watched Mark's video yesterday on building better, stronger relationships. So I want to share that with you guys now. So give me a second. We'll do this one.
Hello, everyone. Mark Stark here once again every Tuesday, as I always am at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. And today I have entitled this 3 tips on building better and stronger relationships. All right. So step 1 is always how you're thinking and what your decisions are going to be around relationships. So I want to share something that I think will really help. And then I've got 3 tips for you. One is you got to understand that if you're looking to use relationships, and this is not a negative thing, to build business, whatever business you're in, if you're in the real estate sales business, great. You want to build real estate sales. Then you got to understand that, business is a byproduct of a strong relationship. All right. You don't just get, if you really want solid business, consistent referrals, you've got to first focus on the relationships. And my 3 tips are around this thought process. All right. Sometimes people reverse that. You got to remember, strong relationships first, and then business is a byproduct. All right. So rule number 1, or tip number 1, is you truly have to want to create relationships. See, if we're honest with ourselves sometime is, well, we really don't want to create a relationship. We just want to meet them. We want to say, hey, we're willing to help them in any way we can. We just want business. Okay. And I understand that. But if you really want to build better, stronger relationships, then you got to understand that has to be added within your daily routine. You have to understand that this process will change what you do each day. See, if we want to keep doing the same things we do every day, but we don't want to build new relationships, that makes it really tough. Now, I hear you. There's only 24 hours in a day for all of us. So how do we incorporate these in? Well, keep this in mind. If you're building an overall plan of attack for yourself for success, then this is just part of that plan. And remember, what you're not going to do is as important, as I've mentioned many times, as what you are going to do. So don't start thinking there's just not enough time in a day. There is. There's just not enough time in a day for you to do everything that you're thinking about doing when truthfully you don't need to. So you have to prioritize what your ultimate goals are, and your goals and plans should support the outcome that you're looking for to achieve. So you can absolutely make building relationships a priority. You just have to make building relationships a priority. And you've got to really want to build those relationships. Number 2, long-term thinking will always beat out short-term gratification. So as I stated, if you're looking for something quick and easy, I will tell you building long-term term, strong and better relationships isn't going to be in that short term category. All right. Relationships are a commitment to build them. And longer term thinking is key. See, when you understand it's a process and not an event, you're not expecting anything right away. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you won't get things right away. See, the misnomer is long-term thinking sometimes takes away short-term benefits, and it's complete opposite. A long-term thinker, you won't lose on those short-term opportunities. If you're asking the right questions, building that rapport, guess what happens? Something comes out within the conversation that oh my God, they need me right now. I didn't expect that. And then you'll go down that road. But your true intent is not needing something right away. It's truly looking to build that long-term relationship. See, if you want to build that long-term relationship, you have to start off with learning, listening, and serving. If you're looking at really learning, that means learning about them, all right? You're building that relationship. You're listening, truly listening. So you're getting an essence of who they are, what's important to them, how you can best serve them, and then, of course, execute and serve them the best way that you possibly can. Sometimes you end up meeting just a new friend. And before you know it, that new friend, you guys are getting along, you're talking about things more than you ever have, and boom, business will follow. And guess what? If it doesn't follow right away, who cares? You know why? Because you're truly trying to build that relationship, and that will always pay off. You may not know why it pays off. Now, don't worry about it. If you authentically are building that relationship and truly care, business and other upsides can come from that type of mentality. And number 3, certainly last but not least, is your relationship, your thought around building that stronger, better relationship has to be about the other person. Can't be about yourself. See, I think we miss, and this goes to all sales, not only real estate sales, but, if you're really, and again, you don't have to fake it to make it with me. You've got to really ask yourself that question, right? I really want to help that other person. I want to best understand that other person. I want this to be about the other person. When you really feel that and believe that, it comes easily. It really does come very authentically. When you don't feel that way and you're truly trying to fake it sometimes, I think you miss the mark. All right. Not that, you can't act it. And I think, sometimes, we were pushed into situations where you fake it till they make it because you don't know everything and you're not supposed to. And you have resources to get that information. This is different. We're not talking about you going later and doing your homework and getting the right answers. What we're really talking about, do you really care about the person and you're really trying to figure out what's best for them? If you go down that road, this stronger, better relationships tends to flow much more quickly, much more effectively. And let me tell you, you will truly build stronger, better relationships. Hopefully this was helpful for you today. As always, if you find it valuable, please share it. And if you're not already following, please do so as well. We'll see everyone every week. Have a great week, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
I thought that was a great message. I see you, Jody, because you have always been one to really, you've built some really strong bonds with all of your past clients. I think some of them have become your friends
They have
at this
a
point.
lot.
And they keep pulling her back in.
Jody's trying to retire, but it's just not
And
happening.
I'm grateful for all of the contacts and good people we've met.
Yeah, and I feel like over the last, 18 months during COVID, this is the time when we really were strengthening those relationships. Those of us that were calling friends and family and past clients, if we felt so inclined to just check in on them and see, how are you doing? How are you getting through it? Do you need anything? That's really the types of relationship building that's really great in that really tough time. I mean, granted, right now is the time that we all send out, holiday cards and we do pop buys and things like that. But if we're going to be making phone calls this month, maybe let's, listen a little bit better, find out what their needs are. Maybe if they talk about a charity, we could help to donate to their charity and start from this month to start building those relationships for the future, if you want to build them. Because to be honest, I mean, we all have clients we don't ever want to see again. We would have fired them if we didn't need the money, right?
Or vice versa.
Right. So let's just think of ways where we can try to get a little more, I don't want to say involved or intimate, but that's kind of what I'm getting at, is trying to get to know the people that we reach out to a little bit better this month, and maybe continue to stay in contact with them. I was really happy. I called many of you over the last 3 days before Thanksgiving on a lot of my past agents and even my family last week. And it was really great just hearing, some people were in the kitchen already and some people were traveling and where they were going. And that's the kind of calls you guys should be making, is just checking in on people. So I'll get off my soapbox because Mark already started that. But anyway.
Not work, it's good. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
Yep.
Yeah.
So keep it, I got
Social.
emotional.
I know. Everybody's emotional. Wow.
Social creatures.
Yeah. I went home on Wednesday feeling really good because I had made so many connections that day, and that's how we should be doing our business. And not to say that the holiday cards are not good. Do those things too. So I'm going to beat this dead horse. The RPA. We have been doing this for 4 weeks.
Less emotional.
Yeah, I'll snap you out of that right now.
Dry up those tears.
The RPA now, for those of you that have not been coming to the trainings, but are doing the trainings on your own, they are, it's being rolled out on the 14th of December, along with a number of new forms and also forms that are changing. All in all, this is a 4-page document from CAR with all the forms, the new forms, the forms changes, what's been discontinued, and so on. Because of the new RPA, there have been a number of forms that, just because it references, look at these minor revisions, all these forms. Because of this purchase contract being changed, a number of these have had just revisions to them. So even though I originally said that the RPA class was 5 weeks, it's really like 7 weeks plus a couple more weeks of going through these auxiliary forms that we use the most. So suffer through it with me. We're probably, we will probably continue the Tuesday trainings and into the new year. Now, if you want to do them on Zoom with me, I can, let's see, I won't be able to record them, but we can watch the video together and then interact as we have been when we get to, the Christmas week and New Year's week, if that helps you guys. But there's just too much to learn here to just let it go, because if it comes out on the 14th and you're writing a contract after that, you just got to know all of it. So I hope everybody agrees with me on that. I said I had a short meeting, but I'm going to share with you one more thing that was taught at the association a couple of weeks ago. It's kind of a fun thing you can decide to use or not. Let's see. So CAR has a content studio, and in the studio is video content that they've already created and you can kind of just piggyback on. It's kind of a cool thing. So if you come in here, I'll show you how to make a video. So
California Association of Realtors presents How to Create Personalized Shareable Videos Using the Content Studio. Start by selecting the video you want to use.
Oops, sorry. Are those of you out there, can you hear the sound on that? I didn't know if I hit the sound button.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear it.
You can pick from one of CAR's or add your own. Next, you can add a personalized video message to share more information about yourself that plays after the video. This is optional, so feel free to skip it. Now, just add your photo, name, and contact information to finish up with your custom end frame, which will appear at the end of your video. You can also choose your favorite background theme and tagline to make it feel like your own. With your details entered, simply verify your 8-digit DRE number and click Finish Your Video. Your video will be emailed to you once complete. When it arrives in your inbox, you can share it with your friends and clients on social media and email, and share the link or download it to use however you like.
All right, so you know I played with it. I had to. So I created a video just so you guys could see. Let me see if I could find it. Let me see all my, oh, it's not gonna work for me here. Oh no. Oh, it's not letting me move my, wait, I think I saved it somewhere in my computer. Let me stop sharing for a second. Let's stop recording. Nope. Okay, well, I'll share with you via email mine because basically there's some pre-recorded videos on there that are about a realtor, you know, with their clients. There's client videos on there. They may not necessarily be, they're not your clients, obviously. And then there's some things about just, hey, use a realtor, and then it shows your content at the end. And I'm really frustrated with myself right now that I didn't preset that up for you guys. I thought I'd be able to jump into my email and show you that. So check it out. I'll email you mine, and you can decide if that's something that you want to do. Now, right now, there's only, I think there's only like 8 or 9 videos, and then you'll just add your stuff on the end, and then you can share it straight from there. But hopefully they'll continue to add content, and you'll be able to piggyback on that. So any questions on that besides you'd like to see my video? All right. Hi, Michelle. I see you joined us. Since I put you on the spot, what's new with title?
Well, we're ending the year with a bang. We've been coming across a few doozies with mortgages showing on property chains that have already been paid or were forgiven. So we're really trying to work hard to jump through those hoops. A lot of times clients don't realize we can't just overlook that. If it's still showing open on the chain, we need to work our hardest to go ahead and get that cleared up. And I'm here to help. I'm always happy to help. Honestly, with the 2 that I've had have kept me very busy. I've spent hours and hours on the phone trying to figure things out. And I do have one that we have a mortgage that shows from 2006 that the agent or the client saying that it was recorded in error. They ended up going with an equity line of credit rather than the full refinance with cash out. So she's saying that that deed of trust was recorded in error, and she did do the equity line of credit. They signed and recorded both of them within a day of each other. So there was just an oopsie. Well, that title company is no longer in business. That mortgage company is no longer in business. So we're really dealing with an elephant in the room. So it's hard work, but I'm here to help out with you and your clients. You know, it's just going to take a little bit of time. So also I wanted to talk about the holidays. So Christmas Eve, all of the county recorders are closed, as is the Federal Reserve. So we will not be open for recordings. I am still here. If you need anything, I'm still here. I can give you everything that customer service can give you from home. So if you have any needs at all, please reach out. I did have a client needed something on Thanksgiving evening, 8 o'clock, and we're able to do it. I have all of the same connections and computer systems that customer service has at home. So I am here for you. You're not bothering me. I'm here for you. That's what makes us, you know, family. I'm here for you. It doesn't matter. So Christmas Eve is one of those days, and New Year's Eve, all of the county recorder's offices are closed, but the Federal Reserve is open. So that is a big question mark. So again, I don't think that we'll be setting up recordings or anything that day. So we haven't really decided either way. If we were going to be open for business on that day, I will keep you informed. But if we are not, I'm still here for you.
Yeah, well, both of those days are staff holidays as well, because I mean, that's the observed holiday. So it's probably, I'd be surprised if anybody was working that day, those days.
So again, then you don't foresee a problem if I were to actually be available and customer service wasn't open. You don't foresee that. Okay.
No, I think we're good.
Perfect. I'm excited about our training. We're going to touch on a few things. It'll be really nice to see all your faces. I'm getting a little anxious, stir crazy. I can't wait to get back out in the field. So hopefully this Friday I'll be released.
Well, we're glad that you're able to work from home at least while you're laid up from your foot surgery.
Drive. But anyways, I'm here if you have any needs. Shannon, did you have any questions for me?
No, I just, that was a good segue, just a reminder, 11 o'clock today on a different Zoom meeting is the Life of Title with Michelle. I know some of you picked up packets yesterday, so you can be at home. Those of you that are here, the packets are here, and we'll Zoom it in the office here as well. So take a look at that. But no, I don't have any questions right now, Michelle, thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, so we're going to end with a couple of reminders. Thank you, everybody who RSVP'd for the holiday party that's just coming up really fast next Friday. We have AR workshop next Wednesday night for anybody who wants to go and make crafts. We will have then our Christmas party will be on Friday the 10th. Then we have our potluck the 15th. I mean, we're just like the party office here. We just like to go and be together all the time. And then I forgot to mention the holiday light parade, which is this Friday. So I've mentioned it before. It is going in opposite direction because Old Town's using a lot of their street area for eating now. So it's basically going from McDonald's to Overland. Opposite way. It's going to be really funky with trying to park and people walking. So we are going to be in the parade again. This should be our 10th year as far as Berkshire Hathaway / formerly Tarbell. We are the only real estate company that is in the parade. And because we've been in it so long, our place in line improves every year. So we're like number 39 in the lineup of 100 floats. Float is being built starting probably tomorrow, but today there is a pre-float building meeting at Joe's office in French Valley about 1-ish. Anybody who is handy with the beginning stages will be like, we need saws and we got to hammer and screw things in. Anybody who's handy that way, great. But otherwise, if you're not that person, you know, it's a light parade. So all these lights are just thrown in buckets from last time, which is 2 years ago. We got to unwind them and test them all and then hang them all, as many lights as we can get on this 18-foot trailer. And the theme is Temecula Cares. So it's very easy for us because we've always done Toys for Tots and Spark of Love. We're just going to continue with that theme, and maybe we'll think of some new ideas as to how everybody will dress this today at the meeting. So if you want to help, you can come today at 1 o'clock-ish in Murrieta, and then Thursday and Friday, well, tomorrow for sure, probably about 1 o'clock, we'll continue to build. And Friday, I'm just going to say it's to be decided based on how far we get tomorrow on the building. And if you want to help build, you're probably going to be given the opportunity to ride in the parade, which is a lot of fun, especially if you have little kids, because they've probably never been in a parade. So anyway, I was putting that out there for everybody. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's play Joker Jackpot, Shauna.
Okay.
We have all of 3 agents in the office. So who would you like?
Jody is in.
Yeah, we're gonna have Jody draw since Jody doesn't usually come in.
Graced us with her presence today.
Okay. It's me,
Christina Morrison.
Christina Morrison. And let me see who's on. Let me fix my view so I can see who's here. Christina, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay. Okay. Who do you want to draw your card?
How about Shannon?
Okay.
You're like, okay.
No, it's okay. Okay, so we're looking for a joker. How much money?
122.
It's always like a trick question.
I don't know, I counted it right.
Okay.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go.
Okay. 9 of spades. Sorry. That one's out, but it's getting thinner. I think we're gonna play Joker Jackpot. Well, we're gonna play next week at the meeting and we'll play at the potluck too. So you guys win it before Christmas. Wouldn't that be fun? It's getting up there. How much did you say? 122?
122.
Wow. Okay, so that's it for today, you guys. Anybody have any announcements that they want to make? I won't talk about the potluck again until next week. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, you have a great week. I'm here for you. I'm on the phone. I can Zoom with you. I can text with you, whatever you need. Let's get some business going this month so that we'll start 2022 off on the right foot. All right. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.